According to a recent study, African American and Hispanic consumers in the U.S. are disproportionately exposed to ads promoting junk food. The Rudd Center for Food Policy and Obesity at the University of Connecticut found that of the more than $1 billion spent annually on advertising to Blacks and Hispanics, 86% of spending targeting Black consumers and 82% aimed at Hispanics was for junk food and sugary drinks. The advertising blitz isn't the only problem facing low-income communities of color. There's also a lack of quality food options. Food deserts, a place where there are no good grocery stores or healthy restaurants. Instead, these areas are overrun by fast food restaurants and convenience stores.
Amazing things can happen when you taste Reese's Puffs.
Wow.
The perfect combination of chocolate and peanut butter flavor. Wow, it's Reese's Puffs. An extraordinary part of this good breakfast.
Have you noticed, like, has it always just been this, like, empty out here?
No. Well, in this area here alone, it used to be the spot everybody comes because of the mall. All the stores was full, so every weekend it was packed. Area right here was a circuit city, then you had like little other stores, so it was always busy. As time moved on, you know, a lot of things started happening. So this area was about to become forgotten about.
Across South Carolina, there are food deserts where people of low income have limited access to affordable and healthy food. The residents of these communities and food deserts tend to be African American, with Richland County's population being around 40% Black. Limited access to healthy, affordable food and low income results in poor diet and health problems. This leads to the residents in these areas developing heart disease, diabetes, and other preventable diseases at a disproportionately higher rate than people who live in more privileged communities. The U.S. obesity prevalence increased from 30.5% to 42.4%, and these numbers are still increasing. The South in particular is at 34.1%. South Carolina is among the highest, with 36.2 adults self-reporting obesity. People with obesity are at an increased risk for death, high blood pressure, high LDL cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and heart disease, which is the #1 killer worldwide. So let's educate ourselves, make healthier choices, get involved, and take a stand for our community's health once and for all.
Scrambled eggs and sausage and hash browns. Hot cakes and sausage too. Egg McMuffin makes breakfast fun. There's something good for everyone. McDonald's, yeah. We do it all for you.
Okay, now, more funny faces.
I only have one.
What?
It's the one I was born with. The one he was born with.
It's a video, gotcha.
I've always grown up in Colombia, and I've always understood that people struggle. But at the same time, we're one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Why are people struggling to eat? South Carolina in particular struggles with diabetes, hypertension, and it can go all the way back to our roots, honestly, in slavery, and how Black people are eating and how white people are eating, where our food is coming from, and why there's so much cultural differences, and why, you know, once again, people don't have access to healthy resources.
I think there's a real disparity in health outcomes as it relates to race because of access to food, access to health care, access to services. Started out as in health promotion and would always hear our physicians talk with our patients about you need to get your blood sugars under control or your blood pressure under control, and you know they would give prescriptions and recommendations, but what these families really needed was a way to access fresh, affordable food. I mean, it was so expensive. So what we do that's different from food pantries and food banks is we don't give the food away, but we allow the family to purchase the box using their own money, and we give them access to very affordable food at wholesale prices. We buy it wholesale, pass it right on to the customer, but it gives the family some dignity to provide for themselves. It's not just a handout. It's a sustainable way for them to come back the next week and purchase and feel good about what they're doing for their families. Yeah, for those who wanting to get involved, I would say look us up on our website. There are multiple opportunities where you can help deliver food to folks who don't have reliable transportation. You can help pack boxes. You can help prep in our culinary medicine kitchen, and then of course you can donate.
Everything is interconnected. Our food system tries to lie to us and tell us it's not. You walk in and you buy your box of whatever. All of this is interconnected. The environment, the producers of food, the consumers of food, animals, cleanliness of our rivers, all of this is interconnected. And as Martin Luther King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.